Hey crew, welcome to Creating You in the Universe with your host Sandra and
Leah.
Another episode. This one's super fun for all of you. It's New Year's coming in, so we got a cool New Year tip for you. We're going to start off our day with the intention, and Leah's going to roll that.
So if you are watching past, present, and future, my intent for you is to know that you are loved, to know that you are love, and to know that if you are ever searching for love, love is all around and within you. It is simply breathing and being present and remembering that you are and it is done. Love is everywhere, so it shall be. Amen.
Yay, that was beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. Actually, that was beautiful. Thank you. I'll edit that. Sometimes it sounds like that was pitiful. You know, when I'm editing, I was like, I said beautiful, but it sounds like so.
Pitiful.
Making that beautiful.
So, talking to Sandra earlier this week, we're talking about, our program that we have going on, our launch. So if you're watching this and it is released just before New Year's, you have a last chance to join our free group of Living in Alignment for Manifestations. It gets you thought amnesia, it gets you chakra therapy, custom meditations, and ultimately our goal is to help you work through your stuff so that you're living in alignment to bring in the manifestations that you desire. And what we're doing in this particular round is letting you pick a pillar of life.
Wealth.
Family.
Family/friends.
Yeah.
Health. Career. Love. Because career is different, because you can be wealthy and have a career, and you can have a career
and not be wealthy or happy.
Mm-hmm.
So based off that, coming in with one of your pillars, you get 2-on-1 coaching in a group setting. There's one-on-one parts of it, absolutely, but it's a private container that right now we're hosting on Facebook. And I'm super excited. Doesn't articulate what I'm feeling. I'm feeling very ready to, in a sense, walk side by side with people to bring about their goals. I feel like I've done this before, but there is a bigger power. There's a bigger scope of articulation and encompassing of what needs to be done or shared through double the experience.
Yeah.
What Sandra brings to the table, yes, we know lots of the similar things, but we're different. How we go about connecting to source. Our tools is like, yes, it's source. How it's just, we're going our different ways and we're dancing parallel.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So
beautiful.
Even just knowing how she helps me with her skills and vice versa.
She helped me a lot.
There's no denying that working together and working with you is next level. So I'm ready. We've been talking about it for a while. We have the skeleton of what's breaking down week by week, and I'm ready for it. So if you're watching this is your sign. Reach out to Creating You in the Universe. You can reach us on Facebook. You can reach us if you know us by person. Text us, call us, whatever you need to do. Comments. There's so many ways to get a hold of us. If you're watching this,
Instagram and TikTok.
Our launch date is January 8th, so we'll probably close the doors January 5th. Mm-hmm. Give us a few days to go through the info that we need from you, digest it, and set up an appointment to get going. But enough with that. We're talking about the New Year's.
New Year.
And Sandra's like, I gotta share this with people because this has affected my life, and it's affected her life ever since she's implemented it, and same with anyone that she's talked to about it. So take it away, Sandra.
It's big. New Year. As you hear, there's a lot of people that say New Year, new style. Ooh. What are you impacting? What do you want your new year to be?
I hear New Year, new me. That's what I often hear.
I got shivers. So, New Year's. I'm not sure what your beliefs are. I know that I implemented this years and years and years ago, and I lived my life by it. My children live their lives by it, and anyone that's in my surrounding life takes it and goes, oh, I'll try that. And once they do, it's magical. Anything you do during New Year's Eve all the way through to New Year's Day, from the sun rising to the sunset, both days, will manifest your existence for the next 1 year. So I'll break that down for you. Anything you do. So if it means that you are going to wait until New Year's to clean your house, then that means you're going to be cleaning your house all year long. If you fight with a sibling, a spouse, have an argument with a coworker, something along those lines, you will manifest that throughout your entire year. And then, so you want to just be really focused and concentrate. And we'll be launching this, so we always tape ahead of time, but this one will actually fall right on New Year's, right before New Year's. So you have a couple days to, I want a clean house going into New Year's, then you better have whatever you need done in your house prior to December 31st. Whatever you do on that day will bring forth and continue on into the new year. So I'll tell you one side of things. My daughters, when they were young, they're still young, but when they were really young, when 8 or 9, when I was really starting to talk to them about this, because they were old enough to understand, I made a big deal about not fighting, because they fought like cats and dogs. I said, be very, very important not to fight these 2 days. Why, Mom? I don't understand that. That's not real. I don't know what you're saying. Blah. And they fought this 1 year so much, and that entire year, it was horrendous. They fought like you wouldn't believe. So the next year, they're like, we're going to make a really big deal about not fighting these 2 days. They were very adamant about keeping the peace with each other. And there was one point in time in particular that they ended up breaking out into an argument, and they both stopped within 5 minutes. Never mind, we'll continue this conversation on January 2nd. And for the most part, for that year, they got along pretty well with little bits of bickering in between. So now that they're older, 14 and turning 12, they are very, very, very careful of the things that they do. So we take our time the week prior to clean our house, get any kind of organization that we want. We even sit down as a family and say, what are we looking for more of this year? So this year for us, going out to eat at dinners, restaurants, we haven't been able to do that for a very long time because of our reset. We're able to do those things now. Going swimming, well, we can't go swimming, but we can make the intent to do more things like going for swimming or watching a family movie together, and just being really like in the moment of what are we creating for our new year, and being very present with our thoughts, what we're writing, our agendas, our planning, so that we can make that happen very clearly, very concise, very direct, very focused, and I forget the other word that's trying to come through, very just solidified.
Mm-hmm. And so I've heard similar things. Like, one of the variations I've heard of this is every day into the new year, January 1st to 12th, depending on what you do, those first 12 days will mimic your year ahead. And so I think there was one year I tried, I cannot speak as well as Sandra can speak to this, but I do believe there is energy there. I absolutely believe wherever you put your intent, sometimes non-attachment with your manifestations is one of the things that's really missing in people's quests to bring stuff into their lives. We can be so fixated when we're manifesting and really attached to the outcome and really attached to how it's going to come about, but sometimes too much attachment to whatever your manifestation is, that energy can be detrimental to the universe working its magic and doing what it needs to do to bring it within your life. So when I hear this, what I hear is there's simplicity as well. A letting go, non-attachment. So these are great, easy ways that also just feel good. You're going to be feeling absolutely amazing while you're living these 2 days in your instance, the 31st of December and January 1st.
Yeah.
That alone, those feelings that you're enjoying and tasting and experiencing and the five senses what you desire and projecting that to happening in the future, those are huge components to manifestation. What you feel has so much power. How you act based off what you'd like to manifest has so much power. Putting those together in those 2 days and projecting it through your year, I believe has a lot of power. So
I guess since we're really focused on the 5 pillars and really teaching the 5 pillars, let me give you an example of something you can do in each one. Just basic. Okay. Finances, wealth. As if you're struggling with money in any form or fashion, do your best to see if it's possible to go to the bank and take out $100 and put that in your wallet and have it in your wallet December 31st and January 1st, and be on the mindset that I can spend this $100 on anything I choose, but don't spend it, keep it, and but enjoy that money, feel that money,
because it's so fun. It's such a fun feeling, like to look at your wallet and see 50s and 100s, and it's like, it's a fun feeling,
right? Okay, career. Write out on a piece of paper what you're doing for a career in 2024. Be specific but general all at the same time, and only list things that make you happy. So if you're in a career that you do love, write out, I'm still so happy that I'm at this job. I love it. I love the joy I bring there. I love my coworkers, things like that. Does that make sense? Do you have anything else about that?
No, for career.
Health. Now, don't mistake this for New Year's resolutions, because these are not New Year's resolutions. They're similar in a sense, but New Year's resolutions, people have done them for so long and then they fail. How many resolutions have actually happened for you? So I want to really clearly say this is not a resolution. What you're writing down with the intent of it on those days is you're manifesting and releasing that. What you're basically releasing it to the universe, saying, this is what I desire.
Yeah.
And make sure you don't say I want. Talk about it like it happened. So you're going to say, this year, this is what happened. Like you're talking about like it's from the
Or
past,
sometimes
right?
when I write things that have already happened in a manifestation form, I'm giving thanks. I'm so thankful that I got to enjoy this part of my career this year. Mm-hmm. That's a way to write as though it's already happened, not I wish this would happen in my career this year.
Yeah. Perfect. Keep going. If
that's it.
That's perfect. Thank you. That was, okay, health. Same thing. You're going to put in, I'm so grateful, or I'm so happy that I weigh. If weigh is still your thing, we talk fat loss because that's where we're at and what we're working on. Mm-hmm. And so fat loss, for a gauge, if you're overweight, a good fat loss percentage for you to achieve to is 30%. If you're on the you only have about 20 to 30 to 40 pounds to lose, then a good number would be 26 to 30% body fat. That's a good goal if you want to put body fat. If you would rather, and weight is what you're comfortable saying, then I'm so happy and grateful that I weigh 140, 160 this year. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm so healthy. I'm so happy and grateful that my body is running so like good and healthy, and everything is just, I'm struggling, I'm lost.
I feel vibrant.
Something coming through, right?
So another thing I think of health, if you're going to live in those ways of New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, for myself, what I would do is I would wake up and I have a little app that I just purchased or invested in. I do my somatic exercises to start. I would do my little workouts, and I would do it on both days.
Yes.
And make my good healthy breakfast. And for me, often it's a shake. If I'm keeping up with a higher vibrational meal for me at breakfast, that's what I do. And to me, carrying those intents and that energy would just that's how I would incorporate health, is beyond writing.
100%. Like, for instance, there's a lot of snacks and a lot of food and a lot of indulgences over those days, and that's okay. So maybe as you're eating it, be mindful of it, eat it, and say, I'm so grateful that my body processes this so quickly. Something like that. Right? Because then
I surround it with love.
Right. Well, yeah, you could surround it with love, like send a little love vibration to it.
And then that way, for me in weights, because I'm, I'm in the BMI, I'm like obese.
Yeah.
And so keeping that in mind, what I would do, shame is what I'm coming to.
Yeah.
Often with indulgence comes shame. Well, I do not enjoy feeling shame while I put stuff up to my mouth. I do not enjoy the conversation of, I should do this, but I want to do this. That is not an enjoyable feeling in my body. Catching myself on these 2 days, taking a deep breath, feeling love, feeling gratitude, surrounding the food in an aura or an energy of love, taking that and then enjoying it, to me, that is a healthy relationship with food.
Absolutely.
That's way better than the energy that you're feeling. Like, I can actually feel energy shut down in my system. Like, I can feel myself close off when I associate shame and guilt while I'm eating.
Eat that, and then you get that adrenaline rush. For anyone who knows that, you get that adrenaline rush, and that like,
oh, I got
disgusted.
something.
I'm just, and so you want to. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is my body's gonna know exactly what to do with this. But I'm indulging, and I love it, and I'm so grateful for it, and I'm grateful that I can indulge, because a lot of people might not be able to, and we're helping those. That will be a different year for next year. So okay, so we got.
So you did career, you did money, you did health. We have love.
Love. Love.
I can think of something right now.
Okay, go ahead.
So one of the things is set up your house in similar ways as though if you're looking to attract love. One of the ways I do it is move the bed.
Yes.
If your bed is against the wall, move the bed in the middle, because that way both people can get into the bed that you're sharing. You can create a little something, or maybe set a plate for them at the table while you're eating. They might seem silly, but if you attach belief to it, and if you attach a nice energy to it, hey, give it a go. Don't knock it before you try it.
Think about it, that special someone's coming over to spend the weekend with you. Do they have space? Did you make a little space in your closet that they can hang up some clothes or do things? What's your toothbrush holder look like? Is there even space on the counter for them to put a brush or a toothbrush?
Get the prenup ready. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Make a plate. I did that so many times before my husband came. I would set 2 plates, 2 wine glasses. I'd even put a little bit of wine in his and then finish mine and then finish his. Yeah. Just be open to that. Okay, so people who are in a relationship, if you want to enhance that relationship, write out everything that you love about them.
Treat them with kindness and respect. Before
and
you go off the deep end, take a deep breath.
Yeah. Breathe,
and then come back to your intent. Come back to, I love this individual, I desire love in the next 12 months. And when you take that effort and you put that in first and foremost, it always pays off.
Right. So yes, just be present with them. Hopefully talk to them before New Year's and New Year's Eve and say, what do you want to happen in next year? Like, what can we do to enhance? Maybe it's our sexual experiences and stuff like that.
Yeah, have sex both days.
Yes.
Have sex multiple times.
Like, that midnight's a really good one. Like, on the cusp. Like, if friends aren't around and all that stuff,
You do what you can.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely being more intimate. If you want more intimacy, be more intimate. All right. Family and friendships. Same thing. You're gonna, what do you want to experience more with your family? Do you want your kids to help out more? Do you want to praise them more? Family, do you want them to come around and be more fun and not so like judgy and things like that? Those are things that, like, we talked about that in one of our last episodes. You have to set your boundaries and things. So I would personally set those boundaries prior to them coming. If you're having your friends or your family over for New Year's, I would even say to them, hey, let's play this little game called whatever we do today is going to manifest. So let's keep it really light, really, like if there's a serious topic, let's talk about it January 2nd or beyond. Let's not talk about it during these 2 days. Let's keep it light, airy, fun, laughter, do things that you all seem to like, play some games, do some dancing, karaoke, like whatever it is, just keep it light and airy.
For myself, my family might live a little bit farther away, but I do desire to see them. So for me, another step could just be taking the time to go and see more family, if that's possible.
And maybe it's just having, like, scheduling a Skype call for an hour. I don't even know what people do
Some sort of
anymore.
connection.
Some sort of connection for right now, because that will also help with that as well.
I think you get the gist of it.
Yeah. If there's anything else, but in particular, if you have a specific something that you need help with prior, just please reach out. Please reach out and we can assist you and make it fun for you and things. One other, we'll finish this off pretty quickly here. There's one more thing that I do. I don't know about you, if you have any kind of traditions or anything. My kids were already asking if we're going to do this, is the intent of the releasing. So what we do is we write out all the bad stuff that we want to release and let go. We write it on little pieces of paper, and then we set a bowl in the kitchen or whatever, and we light them on fire and we let them go. And then I sage everybody in the house and the room that we're in, and I release it. And then one thing that we do extra is then we write out the things that we want, desire, really secret stuff that you don't actually talk to anybody about. And those are really deep things, and you know what I'm talking about. There's stuff that you just don't talk about. You write out those desires, same thing. Burn them. I've had people tell me to put them in a balloon and put, let the balloon go, but we can't really do that here. I don't know, it's kind of wintry, and I don't know that balloons will really go that far. I don't know, but burn it, release it. It's the intent again, to release it to the universe, to allow the universe to know exactly what you want. And the most fun thing is that every once in a while, there is one or two that you'll watch as people are burning them, and they'll just go and they'll like light up. And I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's the universe really like taking that in, or the intent behind it, but it's always neat to watch those. There's a few of them that will just like light up really fast and like almost make like
a show.
Yeah, a show of it. So
that's what I think
that we do.
Yeah, when I burn stuff. Yeah, my funny thing is sometimes I'll burn something in a ceremony and we put it in the fire pit and it's not catching on fire.
I've had that. Yeah.
And then you're waiting, and it does happen, but it was just, anyways, that's a different experience.
That is funny. No, it is funny, because you're like, what's going on? Can you let that go, please? Like, yeah. Right.
So, thank you so much for this past year that we've launched Creating You in the Universe. We have a number of episodes that we've uploaded at this point, and I'm loving the process. I think we started mid-January last year was our first episode of 2023.
Yeah.
So, thank you for being here.
So, actually, you get to start on Spotify, or Anchor for, what is it called? Spotify for podcasts?
Now it's called Spotify for podcasts, but it used to be called Anchor.
We get to start season 2 now.
Yeah, I guess that's what we'll call it.
Yeah, season 2. So, thank you for everyone who tuned in. Thank you for all our followers, our lovers.
Our haters.
Thank you for letting us be a part of your life and your experience, and I hope that you find love and whatever it is that you're looking for in 2024.
And I know this has been on so many people's mind. What can you give me, Leah, for Christmas or New Year's this year? It's the gift of sharing this podcast with your friends.
Yes.
If you know someone who likes podcasts and funny individuals, this is a great podcast to share with them. If you know somebody who likes the new age concept, self-help, this kind of stuff, definitely share our podcast. It goes a long way.
If I have something that you want to gift me, it would be comments or likes.
Oh, engagement.
Like engagement. And it's not for the purpose of engagement. It's for that so many people after the fact reach out and say, I was watching your podcast and I had no idea. Right? So just knowing. We love to know that we're impacting people and that we're making a difference. And just that feedback alone it's a transaction. Everything in life is a transaction. And so, yeah.
Now that you mention this, I have full body shivers. There's been a number of people that I've talked to after an episode airs and someone comes up and says, I was listening to your podcast, and I like try not to blush because I'm like, oh, you're listening to me? Yeah. It is awesome. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And be blessed as always, and we'll see you in 2024.
Season 2, y'all.
Season 2.